he could do it all. He's a big boy. I like squaring up with him. I like squaring up with him right on the show. Marcel Reece is here. You did do it all. We loved watching, and you're doing it all right now. 4-time Pro Bowl fullback for the Raiders, college football analyst for Big Ten Network. Marcel, it's great to see you. I cannot believe that we're sitting here 10 days until kickoff. Is there a question, my friend, that you're like, I can't believe this isn't answered? I can't believe this is still a thing before the season starts.
Absolutely. I can't believe that Trey Hendrickson is not signed and in practice on the field with his football team. I cannot believe it.
Any thoughts on, I mean, do you think he stays there, they get it done? Do you think they should? How do you think it ends?
I do think he stays there. It would be preposterous for them not to make sure he stays there after paying your two top receivers and investing so much in Joe Burrow and not taking care of your best defensive player on the field. You need him on the field. Your defense has to do something. He was the one shining spot for the last few years. You have to keep him there.
I was just saying, when I was in Cincinnati, it was very obvious that Joe was like spending a lot of time with the defense. Mm-hmm. And he's like, okay, y'all, I can't do this all myself. And he's trying to coach them up. Is that common? Am I overblowing that that's a big deal, that he like spent the offseason breaking down tape with some of the younger defensive guys? Like how far will that go?
What you're talking about with Joe Burrow is the next step for him in the leadership role. Every great quarterback I've been around, whether it's Carson Palmer, whether it's my good friend Tom Brady, they always spend time with the defense. It's the next step for him. And he knows that they're missing their leader on the defensive side of the ball. So he's trying to fill that gap as much as possible from a leadership perspective off the field and then on the field until Trey gets back. I love it from Joe.
How is your best friend Tom Brady? What's going on there?
I don't think I said best friend, Kay. No, Tommy's good. He's busy. Never a dull moment from TB12.
That's very vague. And I know you know much more. Here's what I know. I know that he's at practice. I know that he's wearing head to toe Raiders gear, the hat, the shirt, the look. Is it what you thought it would look like? Is he more or less involved than you thought?
He's involved as much as I thought he would be involved. Listen, if anyone knows Tom, if you've even watched Tom over the years, you know he doesn't do anything halfway. He's one of those guys where he always wants to be the best. And he's going to do everything in his power to be the best and to make anything he's involved with successful. And that's what you're seeing. I mean, it's always visual. I mean, I always define culture as your beliefs made visual. And Tom's a hard worker, and he never half steps on anything. Soccer, WNBA, football. You hear his comments like he's all about the work ethic and getting the job done. And that's what you see from him in the silver and black.
But what is the job, Marcel? Like, what is his role on this team?
It's Tom Brady. Be
what does that mean?
The GOAT. It's be the GOAT.
Is it working?
He's going to be the best minority owner. We're talking about the Raiders right now. It's working.
Okay, that's it. Okay, got it. But like, is he, like in my head, he's sending like a PDF with his 53. He's like, this is who we're cutting. This is the you don't think so? I think he is.
I don't think Tom's sending a PDF, but he's definitely making his presence felt. Let's just say that.
Okay. You worked so closely with Mark. What is one argument that even Tom Brady could not win with Mark? Even if it's a little thing like food or travel or lodging, what is something that even Tom can't win that Mark is so dug in on?
I mean, I don't know if it would ever be an argument because Mark is just 100% correct on this, is changing the Raiders uniforms.
Oh.
You're not going to find any alternates. You're not changing the colors. We're not changing the helmets. This is the best uniform in all of sports all time, and it's not changing. People have tried to, can have the argument for all black. People want black helmets. People want to change the face mask. It's not happening. The silver has to be silver. We don't want gray. It has to have a shine to it, and the black has to be black, period.
What do you want? If you could change it, what would you want?
I wouldn't change it. It's the best.
You wouldn't?
Only if any other uniform was worn, we go back to the throwbacks when it has the white border. Most people don't understand or see the minute details, but that's where it happens.
Love talking to you. I feel like you're still part of the team, the way you answer questions, the way you know everything that's going on in there. So I ask you, as someone who's so close and beloved by the organization and fans, does this team have a big move in them? A lot of rumors. Does this team have a big move in them?
Yes. That's the short answer is yes. I mean, all the changes during the offseason, whether it's Tom being involved, whether it's Mark being re-energized, you have the best young running back in this league coming in Ashton Genty, who is, I mean, he is lightning in a bottle. You have a revamped offensive line. And then you have Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll has this innate ability to energize and cultivate and just young players, and that's what this locker room is made up. And then the one guy we haven't mentioned is the best player they have in their field is Maxx Crosby, and Mad Max is mad right now, and he is coming back with a vengeance this season. It's going to be fun to watch.
Why is he so mad?
Max is always, he just plays violent. Like, he's always happy, but he just plays mad. He has this chip on his shoulder that just gives him some intangibles that you just can't measure, and he is nonstop.
I don't think anyone would be mad, Marcel, if this team made a big move and got Trey Hendrickson. Can you imagine him and Max together?
No, I cannot imagine him and Max together. That is, I mean, you're talking about bookends that dreams are made of. I mean, we haven't seen that in a long time. You know, back in, I guess it's the old AFC when I was playing in Kansas City, you had, you know, Tom Ali and Justin Houston. You had, you know, Sean Cooper and Sean Merriman, or Stephen Cooper and Sean Merriman. You had those guys on, but I mean, you put that in silver and black, and it's probably the best duo that I can think of.
I mean, they have about $35 million in cap space. Is it possible? Do you think it could happen?
I mean, no. I don't think it could happen. I mean, you're talking about an AFC team trading their best defensive player in his prime to another AFC team. They'd be probably checking some people out, checking some minds out in Cincinnati if they let that happen. You put them with Mad Max, that is crazy.
But it is interesting to think about, and they could do it. They got to figure, obviously, the quarterback of the future stuff. I know they're looking for a backup now. All this is going on. I was just thinking about, and I know you just heard me talking about Patrick Mahomes and these Chiefs. Do you think that the AFC West is still the best division in football?
Yes, I do. I mean, when you look at it, you're talking about the Chiefs, who you can never count out. I mean, this team is getting better and better every year. It's like the rich get richer. The Denver Broncos, the way they ended the season last year, and they have a good young quarterback in Bo Nix, who it looks like, you know, he have a perfect pairing with Sean Payton. And then you have the Chargers, and Harbaugh is going to always have a good football team. Justin Herbert's trying to get over the hump and take his team deep in the playoffs. And then we're talking about, you know, the nation. I mean, the Raiders are going to be fighting for a top position in that division. And you're talking about the Raiders fighting for a top spot in that division, and you're talking about playoff teams.
I think some people would say the NFC North, but I do feel like three teams came. Oh, you just go. Three playoff teams came out of the West last year. You have to answer one question. You either have to tell me the order of how this division finishes, or just who gets into the playoffs of these four.
Chiefs, Raiders, Broncos.
Chiefs, Raiders, Broncos. Why don't you love the Chargers? Here comes the Chargers venom.
I don't love any of them. I only love one of them.
I was thinking about you this morning. I was thinking about fantasy football, because this weekend were all the drafts, and you get all the texts of like, who's good, what'd you see, blah, 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 from like family members and stuff like that. What was your personal relationship with fantasy football?
I didn't have one. I didn't like it. The best thing about fantasy football, the best thing I've ever heard or experienced from fantasy football is Kay telling me she won her league because of me. That was
Not
it.
just me, Marcel. Like lots of people. You had some crazy games. Like you did your thing.
No, I'm just specifically. You said the one best. That's my best. You know, no one else matters. It was Kay.
Well, listen. It was week 15. It was 2010. I want you to take me through this. This is how I knew who you were. This was the 73-yard touchdown. Go.
oh, this was just game time. Let's beat the donkeys. And we are in the. I'm going into the black hole. And when Hugh called the play, it was touchdown time. I knew what was happening. Pre-snap read, nobody out there, give it to me, and no one's catching me. I love DJ Williams, but he didn't have a chance.
This was Jason Campbell. I loved it. You guys won 39-23. More importantly, I won my fantasy matchup. So this was it. This was it for me. I'm screaming that this is happening, and that's. I mean, but you did it all. Like, you're the fullback. You did all the things all the time. I did want to ask you. So for fantasy people, by the way, let's clip this off and put this on Twitter. Give Marcel Reece love, because you know he was in your lineups sometimes, and then got you where you needed to go. And we love to see you had 15 fantasy points on 5 touches that day. I'm being texted from Hamilton. Like, you're unbelievable. I did want to ask you, since you don't like fantasy, but you are so smart, who are the top 5 fantasy running backs according to you this season? Let's take a look.
It's a tough one, because it's a tough one.
Tell me.
Yeah. So I got Saquon Barkley at 5. I mean, he had a historic year last year. I don't know how much better you can actually be. I mean, Saquon, fantastic. Jahmyr Gibbs, the only reason he's at 4 is because he shares the backfield with another top 10 running back with David Montgomery. Then you got my little brother Josh Jacobs there in Green Bay. If Saquon doesn't have a historic year, you're talking about Josh Jacobs being the best back in the league last year.
Whoa.
Christian McCaffrey, him being out last year, there is no doubt in my mind he is going to have a major, major season this year. I think he's going to start off really fast. And then Bijan Robinson is just fantastic. I mean, ever since he came into the league, he does everything from the backfield. He can catch the ball. He's a threat on the outside. I think Bijan's he's going to be the top fantasy. And there's a couple you don't even mention with Davion Achane and Derrick Henry. I mean, there's so many backs out there that are going to play good football.
Let me see that list again. You're gonna, Christian, I get coming back. I mean, obviously they traded for Brian Robb. You're not worried about any injury. You'd be willing to take him over Josh Jacobs and Gibbs?
Yeah, well, listen, personally, I wouldn't take anyone over Josh Jacobs, but
okay, well then tell me that. So you're saying that Josh Jacobs is the #1 fantasy running back this year. No competition, right? He's coming off 300 plus touches, I believe. Only him and Saquon did that, I believe.
Yep.
You believe in that offense?
O-line's going to be even better. Jordan Love's going to be top 5 MVP candidate by the end of the year. He's going to have weapons on. Josh Jacobs is going to be fresh. He's going to be healthy, and they're going to turn around and hand him the ball. Number one fantasy. I mean, I love it. I was just with him last week, and I also think that he had a big thing about last year being his first year. I think it's a real thing to feel like now he's just going to hit the ground running and not have to deal with getting to know anything. That just speaks to his maturity as a back, because when you're a running back and you're in the system for the first time, you're really just going off talent, instincts, and what you know from the past. Now that he's had a year to groom himself in that system, understand the play calling, understand his offensive line, letting them understand him better, he's going to have an even better year this year. The numbers are going to go up. He's going to be healthier, and he's going to score more touchdowns. Josh Jacobs is going to have a huge year this year.
Fantasy Philly is going to freak out that you have Saquon 5th. And a lot of people, I think people, it's Saquon, then Bijan usually, and then it's Gibbs, who had 20 touchdowns last year. But Saquon, people are a little like, oh, wear and tear, and he had all those yards. And is there anything to that, or is it you just think that?
I don't necessarily think it's going to be wear and tear. I think he's still going to have a fantastic year. I just think that they're not going to need to use him as much, and they're going to be smarter about his usage. I mean, even last year, he was heavily used early in games, and you're looking at it, and we're in, I think it's week 15 or 16, and he hadn't played in 6 quarters because they were up so much and they didn't need him, right? He's going to have to play later in games. They're not going to be blowing guys out that much. So I just think that his usage is going to be a little more strategic and not as heavy going in. And Jalen Hurts has something to prove. Jalen Hurts going to have the ball in his hands more. He's going to use some of those targets on the outside. Therefore, they're going to be smarter about their usage for Saquon.
Jalen Hurts with the ball in his hands more. I like that. Short break here, but don't go anywhere. Marcel Reece, stick with me. I want to ask you about SHEDEUR Sanders if I can. We'll be back after this with CJ Mosley as well. Did you see any of this SHEDEUR stuff?
No, what's Shedeur?
Well, he had his preseason finale. He ups and downs, rookie, whatever. He was 3 of 6, 14 yards, and then he got replaced before the final drive, so he didn't get a chance to run the 2-minute drill.
Oh yeah. I did.
People are saying he wasn't given a fair shot. How do you see it?
I think. Listen, he was playing. Yeah, they're keeping him. I think the fact that they kept him means that he got a fair shot. I honestly think Stefanski was saving him. He wasn't having a good game. If you're having a tough game and you're a rookie and you're a coach, you don't necessarily know if he can work himself out of that. And he put him in a 2-minute situation when everyone's pinning their ears back. Nah.
Oh, that's a great spin. They're saving him. I love that. Yeah. I wish you were going to say that the Raiders were going to trade for Trey. I would have just lost my mind. You're smiling. You always know something.
If I say the Raiders are trading for Trey, it's going to be crazy for the next 48 hours.
Yeah, but I kind of want that. I kind of want that for you. I don't want it for the Bengals, but I want it for you.
Everyone will be like, "Oh, Mark Davis." By the way, Mark Davis.
The Commanders just reached a 3-year extension with Terry McLaurin. Yay!
It's always going to get done. I mean, you don't let your best player walk out the building.
That shit was crazy. Let's go.
It is. They're going to be good too.
I know. You like the business side of things. I think I have a bunch of Jaden Dale's trading cards lying around here on my nephew's table. Okay. Love you. Thank you for hanging out. We can, of course, see you. Good luck this season on Big Ten Network.
Thank you so much. You know I love you.
If any trades or anything's happening. And by the way, tell everybody to shut up about Ashton Genty. He's going to crush.
He's going to have a good year. He's going to have a good year.
Okay.
We got to get together soon, though.
That means a great year. We what?
We got to get together soon.
When's it? Are y'all not coming? Are you coming with the Raiders to LA?
I'm in LA. I'm in LA once a week.
Now we're in a fight because I've never heard that. Marcel, love you. Hit me up. Literally, I'm in Wisconsin, but I'll be back next week after Brazil. Okay, bye, babe.
Bye.